Hey guys, and in today's little video podcast thingy, I just want to talk about a music video that I've been watching a lot recently. You know, it's a great song and a great fucking video. And I just want to throw around a few ideas, and just talk about it, because it's just simply because it's an interesting piece of art. You know, it stars Shia LaBeouf, I think that's how you pronounce it, and Maddie Ziegler. And this video, I think, can be open to a lot of different interpretations. I think that's the great thing about it. I think it can mean whatever you want it to mean, within reason, right? One of the ideas behind it, which I didn't, or one of the interpretations that I think is very interesting, is the idea of, which I didn't come to this conclusion myself personally, but I saw someone who commented on the actual official video come up with this idea. To her, she said it seems like he is the father, Shia is the father, and Maddie is his daughter, and the cage which he's in is he's a drug addict or an alcoholic, and his life's a mess, and he's probably a single father, and his daughter, he tries to be there for his daughter, but the drug habit, or the alcoholism, or whatever it is, or the mess, whatever he's got going on with his life, is, that's what the cage represents, and it keeps pulling him back. And he's like got all kinds of conflicting emotions. He's feeling, terrible. He's feeling guilty that he can't be there for his daughter, and then he drowns it out with, going back to the drugs, the drink, whatever. And he wants to be there for her, but he can't be, because he's so fucking dependent on the drugs, and it's almost like she's looking after him, and he's trying to look after her and do his best, And when every time she escapes the cage, it's almost like she can't look after him anymore. She doesn't want to be with him anymore. She realizes that this is a situation she needs to leave. And every time, that's why he's so frustrated. Every time he goes to the edge of the cage when he's screaming, and she goes out, he's so terrified he's going to lose her forever. And he can't seem to kick the habit. And the end, when he's scrambling, he literally looks like a drug addict or a beggar in the street, and it's a very sad thing. And as somebody myself who grew up with a father who had a lot of problems, I don't know if I'd say he was technically an alcoholic, but they could be, he didn't drink every day, but he was a big fucking drinker, and he had a lot of issues, emotional issues, psychological issues. I had a lot of emotional abuse and crazy shit and dysfunction in my family, and I kind of relate to that quite a lot. Another interpretation is, that I kind of came up with, is she is Maddie is Shia LaBeouf's inner child. She is who he was when he was younger, metaphorically, meaning spiritually, emotionally, his inner child. And he wants to that, and this is something a lot of people can relate to. When we're young, and this is an idea I like to talk about on my channel, and my other channels, because I am very interested in this idea of, when we're younger, we know we have many of us have a better sense of who we are when we're little kids, than we do when we grow up. All of the burdens of the world that are placed upon us are, in the form by our teachers, by our parents, by authority figures. Go out and get a job. Most people don't fucking hate what they do. Their inner child, their soul is crying out for them to do something else, right? And in this video, it's almost as if the cage represents his life, his society, his job, his soul, which is caged in there, and his free spirit, which can go where it chooses, which has the option, but he doesn't realize he has the option of doing that. And it's kind of like when she's playing with him and he's playing with her, he's like that's when he's engaging in activities, he's like getting tastes of, oh yeah, this is who I really am, this is who I really am. This cage is what society's telling me I am. This cage is like all of my responsibilities, all the things that have been, the cross, the burden that's been thrust upon me. And what I really want to do is I want to be free. I want to, this is who I am really, And the kind of frustration of if only this part of me I was fully embracing it, and I was able to, this was my full self, and this is kind of his, this is who the world tells him he needs to be, and who he feels mentally and emotionally trapped that he has to be, and the frustration and the resentment that comes with it. And then he's frustrated at himself and the inner child, resentful towards himself and this part of him that so used to be able to extract itself when they had no responsibilities. Hence, when she moves out of the cage from this insane society we live in, and it's like at the end he may be left with nothing, and he's desperately clinging to that last bit of hope when she's out of the cage, floundering around and laughing free-spiritedly. And he's like a desperate man, desperately trying to cling on, but he realizes he'll never be free. Spirit and his soul will never be free whilst he remains in the cage that he's put in. Now, I don't know if that is what it's about. It probably isn't, but I think there's some element of truth to it, and it's just an idea I thought I would espouse and just bring to people's consciousness. Also, just because, it is something I feel we can all look to in our own lives, even if that's not what it's about. Fuck it. It's just an interesting idea I just had. So I thought I'd just bring that to the forefront of people's consciousness. Cool. So have a great day, guys. Just think about that next time you watch it. Bye-bye. Hey guys, and in today's little video podcast thingy, I just want to talk about a music video that I've been watching a lot recently. It's a great song and a great fucking video. And I just want to throw around a few ideas, just talk about it, because it's just simply because it's an interesting piece of